Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Foxy Kitchen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Today, in this video, we're going to be making baked fried rice, as you can see in the video. If you love to know more about this, please come along with me. Let me show you how I made this. So I put a list of the ingredients I used on the screen. If you want to get yours, this are the list. And for the prawn, I use both the big and the small prawn. And for the onions, I use the spring onions and the white onions. And I have my stock water that I got from boiling my meat. And also I made a vegetable paste. I used green beans, carrots, jalapeno, and onion for my vegetable paste, and I blended it together. As you can see in the video, this is the result. So now I'm just going to pour my stock water in my pot, and I'm going to be adding water to it. And then I'm adding my vegetable paste. Like I said, I used green beans, onion, carrots, and jalapeno for my vegetable paste. I'm just going to cover it up and allow it to boil for a few minutes. Okay, so now that it's boiling, I'm just going to go ahead and add my spices. I have rosemary, garlic paste, ginger powder, thyme, bay leaves, parsley, favoris. I got this favoris from Costco. This is the first time I'm trying it, and it turns out so well. And I added crayfish powder, green seasoning, also turmeric, some seasoning powder, and salt to taste. I'm just going to stir it together. And I'm adding more water. Just add the water according to the amount of rice that you'll be cooking. So now I will go ahead and marinate my liver and my prawn. I'm using my spice mix. I'm just going to stir together. For the liver, if you cannot get liver, you can also use sausage. So I'm just going to mix it together. You can use any spice of your choice, but I prefer to use my spice mix. Yeah, so I'm just going to set it aside for a few minutes. Now that our water is boiling with flavor, I'm just going to stir, and I'm going to taste it to be sure all our ingredients are perfect. Yeah, this is nice. We have everything is okay by me, so I'm just going to put out the stove, and then we're ready to bake our rice. So I will be pouring the water inside the baking pan, and I have my rice that has been washed already. I did not parboil my rice. And I would love to mention that for this method, because you might be wondering what's the difference between the cooking and the baking method. The baking method is good for rice that softens easily. If you have a rice that gets cooked so easily, then I would suggest you try this baking method. It is very, very good. But if you have a rice that takes a while to cook, then I would suggest you go ahead with the cooking method. So now I'm just going to cover it up, and then I'm going to bake at 390 degrees for 35 minutes. So if you're a returning subscriber to this channel, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. If you are new to this channel and you like what you see, Please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and remember to share with family and friends. So now I have the liver on the fire. I'm just going to allow it to fry for a few minutes. And like I said, if you cannot get liver, you can use sausage instead. Also, if you notice, I didn't put any oil in my water while it was boiling. I deliberately didn't do that because my stock water has some oil in it, and then I'm still going to be using oil for my vegetables. So the oil will also be added to the rice when I'm mixing it with the vegetables. But if you don't have all this, please go ahead and put some oil inside your water while boiling. So I've added my prawn and I only allowed it to fry for a few minutes. And now I'm bringing it out of the oil. So what I did with this oil was, after that I sieved the oil and then I added a new oil in the pot to saute my vegetables. So now I'm going to be doing the sauteing of the vegetables, and the first vegetable I added is the white onion. Now I will be adding my pepper. For the pepper I use the red and the green bell pepper. I'm just going to go ahead and saute that also for a few minutes. I'm just going to keep stirring while inside the pot. And now I'll be adding the fried liver, and I'm going to saute that also for a few minutes. After that, I'm adding my fried prawn. And now I'm adding my green beans. For the sauteing, it doesn't actually follow a particular order. I think it just depends on your preference. And now I'll be adding my carrots. I know for some people they add the carrots early, but for me I still want to have a crunchy feeling of the carrots while inside the rice. So that's why I added it at this point. Like I said, there is no particular order for this. It just depends on your preference. So now I've added my sweet corn. I will just continue mixing. And at this point I'm just going to add spice. So I'm just using my spice mix, and I'll add a little bit of seasoning powder also. You can use any spice of your choice for this. And now I'm going to be adding my green peas. And continue the mixing. And please don't forget my stove, I put it on medium heat. So the last ingredient I'm adding is my spring onion. I'm just going to stir for a few minutes, and that's it. We're done with our vegetable sauteing. So now our vegetable is ready for use. And then I brought out our baking rice. Like I mentioned earlier on, I baked it at 390 degrees for 35 minutes. At most, please, when it's 40 minutes, bring it out, because we don't want our rice to be dried before mixing it. So you have to mix the rice before it is dried, and that's what I'm doing in this video. I'm just going to mix it up so that the flavor will go round. We're still going to put it back in the oven after this, but as you can see, it's still a little bit watery, and that's exactly what we want. We don't want our rice to be dried at this point. So I'm just going to keep mixing it together, and then I added a little water. You can taste it to be sure it's okay. And now I'm still going to cover it up and put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, I bring it out again, and now the rice is dried. Yeah, look at that, so beautiful. The flavor is really coming out. It smells so nice. So as you can see, there is a difference between this and the one I brought out earlier. This one is dried. I will just mix it for a few minutes. Yeah, and that's it. I will go ahead now and put in our vegetables. So like I mentioned earlier on, I will be using the oil from this vegetable also in the rice. I'm just going to mix the vegetable and the rice together gently. So guys, this recipe is my signature recipe for baked fried rice. Please go ahead and try it. You're not going to be disappointed. The taste is out of this world. It's so yummy. You're going to like it. Trust me, this is the best way you can make your baked fried rice. Like I said, if you have a rice that's softened easily, then go ahead and use this method. So after mixing the vegetable with the rice, I'm still going to cover it up, and then I will bake it for another 5 minutes. And after that, we are done with baking our fried rice. So guys, this is the outcome of what we made today. Our fried rice came out so beautiful. It tastes beautiful. It looks beautiful. Please go ahead and try it. Thank you so much guys for watching this video to this point. I really appreciate you. Now I'm just garnishing it with some spring onion, and this is the look. If you enjoy this video, please give me a massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.